Hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
It's Cooking with Catherine time. There's Catherine, the star of our show.
Hi everybody.
What you drinking tonight, Mom?
Vodka with what kind of juice? I forgot.
Is that the dragon fruit?
Yes,
juice?
dragon fruit.
And that is vanilla vodka.
Very good.
So there
Here's
we go.
to everybody.
Cheers to everybody. And I've got my Jack and Diet. So Mom, what are you making tonight before you just talk about it? Tell everybody what you're making.
It's called Impossible Cheeseburger Pie.
And now why are you
the
making
reason-
this? Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Why are you making it?
I'm making it because I've been going through recipes to make easy one-dish meals for my daughter's family. My daughter's in construction, and I've been cooking for her 2 times a week.
All right, let me clarify. Lisa's not in construction. Lisa's home is under construction.
What did I say?
She said, Lisa, my daughter's in construction.
Oh, well, her
like
house
she's
is
a
in
construction, like a
And no kitchen.
builder.
So I've been cooking 2 nights a week for them, and I'm trying to make easy meals. And I've been looking things up, and I found this one, and Jeanine approved it. And I thought, okay, we're going to go with it.
So, but there's something more to say about it. Aunt Nancy used to make like a riff of this. Her meatloaf, mashed potato thing was kind of like that one dish pie and stuff.
My sister made a lot of one-dish pies because she didn't like to have a whole bunch of stuff going on. And it was just easier for her. So it was like, this is like a takeoff on that. But like I said, I saw it on Facebook, and I thought, this is good, this is good, this is something I can do, and it's quick and easy for the family. So that's what we're doing tonight.
And since we do, we're not really having a lot of dinners anymore since my work hours are real long. We're trying to find things that I can take to lunch each day, and that Mom, and Danny said it's Jeanine approved, and that Mom could port it to Lisa Marie's.
Right.
So Danielle, so glad you're joining.
How you feeling, Danielle?
She'll respond, so you can keep going. And
Okay, so I have to follow the recipe because I've never done this before, and you're going to start with browning a pound of hamburger meat, and this is a little over a pound. I'm going to put some oil in here just to, I forgot to get the vegetable oil. I'm going to get the vegetable oil.
all right, so let's just take a look at what she's already prepared while she's getting the vegetables. So there we've got the chopped meat, and then we've got a half a cup or a cup of the shredded cheddar. We've got onions, which, by the way, guys, are super strong.
Oh my God,
I mean, I can smell them from here.
the house.
And then we've got the cup of Bisquick, or the half a cup of Bisquick, and we've got the Worcestershire sauce. And Danielle, which is funny, mentioned that she knows how to make homemade Bisquick, which I didn't even know it was a thing. So there's that.
Now I'm just putting a little bit of vegetable oil in there just to give the meat some moisture. Not putting a lot, just a little bit in order to, it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to brown the hamburger meat and the onions.
So Danny said she walked to the mailbox and back and took a shower today. I hope you're not overdoing it.
Yes.
All right, so let's...
I'm heating the oil. I want it to get hot before I put the hamburger in.
And how come you used vegetable oil instead of...
vegetable oil is good for cooking, like frying hamburger meat and everything.
How come you didn't use olive oil? Is what I was
Olive
gonna say.
oil is too heavy. So for cooking meats, you just use, unless it specifically says olive oil. But the vegetable oil is a lighter based oil, and that's why I use it. Olive oil is just too heavy.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to start browning the meat.
Any tips on browning the meat? So you do this for a bunch of different things where you brown the meat. Okay, don't get your finger so close to the gas,
Good.
to the flame. So you putting the whole package in there, and how much ground meat did you say you have there?
It calls for a pound. This is a little over a pound, which doesn't matter because this shrinks up. Chopped meat shrinks up.
All right. And is that going to make one pie, Mom, or multiple
It's going to
pies?
make one pie. That's what it calls for.
All right. Well, I thought you were going to make multiple pies tonight.
No, I'm making them tomorrow. So
Oh, okay. Got it.
This is a test run to see if we like
Okay.
it.
So Cousin Barbara just joined.
Hi, Bob.
All right. So Danny said she's back on the couch now.
Oh, okay.
So when you're browning the meat, obviously you want to spread it out as much as possible in the pan, and then you can leave it. You don't have to keep it moving the whole time, but you definitely want to go back periodically and turn it so that you get it fully browned. And of course, Mom's using the wooden spoon she used to beat me with, so there's that.
Now I'm throwing in the onions. I'm browning the onions with the meat.
I'm sure there's many of you that were beat with a wooden spoon. Hey, KT just joined. Karen Thigpen just joined.
Hi there. Hi, girls.
KT is Karen. That's one girl. Karen, she gave you a multiple hi, girls.
I thought you said somebody else.
Well, I said KT, Karen
Well, I know
Thigpen.
it's Karen, KT.
I know. So now, why are you holding that other bowl? What's in there? Just the onions. All right. So she put the onions in. You don't want to wait till you brown the meat first?
Nope, it says brown it together.
I know, but I mean, a lot of times there's different cooking times. So you didn't saute the onions first or anything. You just went ahead with the browning.
Yeah, we're not sauteing anything. We're just cooking the meat with the hamburger. This way you get the flavor of the onion in the hamburger meat.
All right. So you're basically just sweating the onion because there's no way that's going to cook in the pan with that much other stuff in there. Okay. So it doesn't have to be. Does this also get baked, Mom?
Yes, it's going to go in the
All
oven.
right. So that'll be what tenderizes the onion a little bit more. So do you par cook the beef or do you have to cook it all the way through?
It's said to cook it all the way through.
All right.
I'm just going to read the directions again. I got some onions, excuse me. I'm going down to get it.
All right, you're not going to throw it back in the pan, are you?
Yeah, of course, why not?
I'm just saying.
Okay. It said heat oven to 400, which I did not heat. But you're supposed to heat the oven to 400 because we were going to do it after we show everybody and then we're going to put the oven on. But maybe I will do it now. I'll heat the
So
oven.
why don't you just go ahead and...
I'll heat the oven to
Hey,
400.
Deronda. Hey, Barbara. The dog is trying to get up my skirt. All right, so she's now preheating the oven. How long, all told, Mom, how long do you think this recipe takes?
About 15, 20 minutes.
And the only thing that you prepped is you chopped up the onion first.
Right, that's it.
Okay, so we'll see from the time we start, from the time it goes in the oven, how long it really takes.
Right.
And we really dig one pot kind of stuff that you can bake. Now, of course, with the measuring spoons and what have you. Is everything going to be made in that until you dump it in the pie pan?
Right.
All right, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, it says to preheat the oven to 400, spray a 9-inch pie pan, which I did. Let me get the pie pan. This is a 9-inch pie pan, which I sprayed.
What'd you spray it with?
I sprayed it with vegetable oil also.
Okay.
Okay, and then it says cook beef and chopped onion in a skillet over medium heat about 10 minutes until beef is brown, and then drain the excess fat if there is a lot of fat in the meat.
What kind of chopped meat did you use, Mom?
Ground beef.
75% lean, 80% lean. What'd you use?
Oh, you know, I don't even know. I'll have to look.
All right. Hey, Jeanine.
I don't know, but I'll look.
Because, you know, if you use a higher fat content, obviously you have more to drain. If you use a lower fat content, you have less to drain, but sometimes the taste is concerned. Yeah, so Karen just noticed my refrigerator magnets. So, yes, the ones on top, Karen, are all the states either I have visited or friends of mine have visited. So they are all directional, and Mom, I should not say just me. And so they are all locations, and there's some from my cruise and our cruise and other places.
He
So
doesn't say.
that's what all of those are. Those are location magnets, and I'm a big fan. And then, of course, the Revels girls and their pretty Christmas picture and the Winslows. So that's what we do with the refrigerator. And then, of course, our grocery list goes there. Hey, Brittany.
Now, the meat has a lot of liquid in it, so it is softening the onion. And the meat is getting that onion flavor.
Yeah.
And I like to make sure there's no big chunks of meat so it cooks evenly.
Yeah. Definitely want it to be ground. And so one of the things, I think it would change the flavor completely if you caramelized them first. Even though we love caramelized onions, Mom and I are big onion fans. But by putting them in the chopped meat before they are caramelized, it definitely is going to make a different flavor profile.
And it's really very strong. I mean, I could smell it.
Yeah, that onion really is. So, Deronda, we are making a cheeseburger pie. And so we're actually making a bacon cheeseburger pie. We did not add that when we put the ingredients list up, but we decided to just add some cooked bacon to the top.
Yeah, Jeanine and I are big bacon fans.
Yeah, big bacon. You can probably see my sign over
and
here.
if you look at the picture looks like it has bits of bacon on it. So that's what made me think about it.
So my sign over there says bacon makes everything better, and it does.
Now I have to say, there is not much fat in this meat. There's not much liquid.
So it must be a lean ground beef.
Most of the liquid, I think, is from the onions.
Yeah, okay. I think I've said this before. Yeah, Bart, you know. And Judy actually bought me that sign, so she knows how I feel about bacon. And she actually just sent me a bacon magnet last week. So my girl knows how much I like some bacon. But one of the things that we were joking about with Mom and I is when we were kids, my dad would be the one who made breakfast mostly. And he would make a pound of bacon. And I swear to you, maybe Mom got 2 strips, I got 2 strips, my sister got 2 strips, but there was nothing left. So my dad ate the rest. I think he ate a lot of it while he was cooking and what have you. But now between Mom and I, we will probably eat most of it and then the rest of it later on in the day. When I say we, I mean me.
Okay, now if you could see this meat, this is over a pound. See how much of it, how it's shrunk and how it's broken up? There's not much. And in something like a pie, you want the meat to be small like this. You don't want big chunks. You don't want to bite into a pie and get big chunks of meat.
No, you definitely don't want to. And the other thing that I would say, I don't know if you noticed the onion slices, you probably want more of a dice so that they, I don't want to say they disappear because we do like the flavor and even the texture of an onion, but you definitely want to try to get a dice so that they cook evenly.
The next step is, it says, drain excess fat. There really hardly is any fat in here. I may try to drain it just a little bit.
Do you want me to get a colander to put out there?
No, I was just going to put it over the sink. There's not much at all. I don't know if you can see the liquid.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, there's definitely not. That was lean. I'm afraid you're going to lose it. Do you want a cover, Mom?
No.
All right, she's testing it, guys. Let's see how much we lose. There, so far nothing.
I've been doing this a long time.
I understand, but you know, just get a pie cover, a pan cover, a pot cover, I'm trying to think of the word, and it will, or I can put a colander in there.
No, I don't need anything in there.
No, you got everything you need right there. You want a plate or something?
No.
All right, how much you want to bet you're going to lose some meat? Yes, you do look like you're having a problem.
I'm not having a problem.
Danielle, it does smell good. It actually smells delicious. And so far, have you put any seasoning or anything in there?
No, I put nothing in there.
No seasoning. So it's just the ground beef and the onions so far.
Okay. That's it.
All right, so did you see that flame pop up there a little bit? That's just the oil on the bottom of the pan that she drained out. All right, so what's next?
Now it says stir in salt, which is a half a teaspoon of salt, garlic powder, and Worcestershire sauce. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what?
They must have spelled Worcestershire wrong because I'm looking at the jar and I'm looking on here and I'm thinking, the same thing?
Yeah, there's no other thing other than Worcestershire.
Okay.
We should have a contents. Mom, say the word.
Worcestershire.
That was pretty good.
Okay, half a teaspoon of salt.
Hey, Nikki. Dominique just joined.
Hi, Nikki. And half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
I'm surprised that you're actually measuring stuff.
Yeah, me too, because I've never made this before, that's why. When I've made it before, I don't measure.
You just said you've never made this before. When I made it before, I don't measure.
When I make other things that I know, I'm aware of, that I've done before.
I'm just saying.
Stop correcting me.
I'm not correcting you. I'm just pointing out. I care hungry. Hey, Karen. I'm just pointing out what you said. You came hungry. Oh, Nikki, I wish you were here. Then you could get some of this. It is smelling delicious. The onion, the ground beef. I'm a big meat fan, so
Okay. Let's see, what else does it say to put in there? Just a sprinkle of the sauce. Not much. It doesn't say to measure. It says just sprinkle.
Just sprinkle of the Worcestershire. So I don't know if you guys make sausage balls, but I actually use the Worcestershire in my sausage balls. It just adds a nice little bite.
Okay. All I did was do a few drops.
So Barbara just said you're hilarious. And
I'm hilarious or you're hilarious?
well, she said we both are. And then Nikki just said, meat. We are definitely meat eaters in this house. Although, I will tell you, we're eating a lot more like vegetable pastas. We love the different red lentil pasta that's out there.
Right.
So,
Pasta's delicious.
yeah, we are experimenting a lot more with different kinds of pastas made out of veggies.
It says, next, sprinkle the shredded cheese on top of the beef.
All right, so there's the
Oh,
shredded
wait a
cheese.
minute, I'm sorry.
You
It says, stir in salt, garlic powder, and Worcestershire sauce, and then spread in pie plate.
Yeah, okay. So we're about to put it in. She just turned the oven off, or the stovetop off, I should say.
Oh, there it is.
And she's going to put the meat mixture
In the pie plate.
in the pie plate.
A 9-inch pie plate.
That's a lot of meat going in there. Oh, and Barbara said she loves your hair.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Dominique can't believe you're cooking in white.
Me neither.
Well, you know, it's not saucy, Nikki, so she probably will stay pretty clean. Although,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
done with the frying, so that's good.
Hey, Donna.
Okay, that was good. Got all the meat, all the onions, didn't lose anything. I would recommend, looking at the way this is turning out in the 9-inch pan, I would recommend using a little bit more than a pound of meat. Because if you don't, it shrinks up so much you're hardly going to have any meat in your pie. But again, we like meat, so, but I'll show you this in a second. If you can see this. This is in a 9-inch plate. Can you see how much is in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Okay.
it's good. Yeah, okay. All right.
So
Mama,
I'm
that's
just
hot. That's a hot burner that you just put it on.
Yes, I know.
I know, but it's a glass pan. All right.
I'm putting it in the oven and you're worried about putting it
But
on
it's
the
not
burner?
tempered up. It's what, it's fine. No, Nikki, you don't want that to happen.
Okay. Now it said, pour the cheese over the hamburger meat
When do you put the Bisquick on?
at the end.
All right, that's weird.
Okay? So
Hey, Wen. Hey, Heidi.
Okay, I'm putting the cheese. I'm going to spread it out evenly over the pie.
Nikki, where's your mama?
In New Jersey.
I know where she is physically, Mom. I mean on the video right now.
They may have forgot. She was working today.
That's true. All right. I can't figure out how this one's going to turn out. I've made it before, and I do it in a different order. Nikki just said that they're having sweet potato noodles and broccoli and a spicy peanut sauce for dinner.
Oh, nice.
That sounds delicious.
Okay, here's the cheese.
All right, so now the cheese is spread on
Cheese
top.
of the meat.
I would use more, but that's just me. This whole Bisquick thing is really
Okay.
bugging me out. So the cheese that we put on there is just a basic shredded cheddar. It's probably a mild, or is it a sharp, Mom? Do you know?
I have a sharp.
It's a sharp. Okay.
Okay. And it says now to whisk the milk, the eggs, and the Bisquick.
Oh,
In a bowl.
interesting. Okay.
So it's 2 eggs.
That was a professional egg crack right there. There we go. There's another beautiful one.
And get the milk. I put the milk in the refrigerator.
Wendy told me to stop being a backseat cook. That's not going to happen, Wendy. All right, so we've got
Cup
the
of
milk.
milk.
Is it a cup or a half a cup?
Cup of milk.
Cup of milk, and that's whole milk.
And a half a cup of Bisquick.
And if anybody needs the recipe for homemade Bisquick, which again, I can't believe is a thing, my cousin Danielle can hook you up.
And it says to make sure you try to get all the lumps, not all, but as many lumps as you can out of this when you're whisking it.
I mean, it's definitely a lot of liquid, so it probably should. It just seems like a lot of liquid. I'm interested to see how this comes out. I guess it'll form like in the holes.
Well, it's the same thing. Has anyone ever made the Impossible coconut custard pie?
Yeah?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. There's no meat in Impossible coconut pie.
No, but the liquid, when you pour it in, it seems like it's never going to take and set like it does, and it does. It makes a custard, and it amazes me. That's why it's called the Impossible Pie.
So all this liquid then will go between the nooks and
Right.
cracks of the chopped meat.
And form like a crust. It's going to form its own crust.
Like a biscuit. Or like a biscuit. I'm so hungry just smelling this. It's making me crazy.
I'll tell you what, kids. I'm going to get rid of this whisk, so I don't like whisk. I like my wooden spoon.
I like that whisk.
I like to do it on the sides and get the lumps out.
Yeah, you definitely want to get those lumps out. You don't want to bite into that, although it kind of disappears when you're cooking too.
But I'm trying the best I can to get all this stuff out.
Yeah, it looks good to me. I know. So Nikki likes the hands close up, so let me get in there for you, Nick.
She's got a thing with my hands.
Looks like Nancy. Fancy Nancy. Well, she did just have her nails done recently, so they're nice and fresh.
Okay, guys, I found if you go around the sides of the bowl and press, you'll get a lot of those lumps out. Because the flour or the biscuit or whatever it is tends to settle on the bottom.
So she's just working through it to make sure all those little
Right.
bits
You're
and
not
pieces.
going to get it all. It doesn't happen.
No, I mean, you can see it in the video that there's, you know, a few little pieces. I'm more of a whisk fan, but Kathy likes the wooden spoon. I'll say it again. These are the spoons she used to beat me with when I was a kid.
It was a lot bigger than this. These are little compared to what...
Why don't you
I
say
guess
that on
everybody knows that
say
she
that on
didn't-
videotape?
I was just going to say, everyone knows that Jeanine did not get hit. She should have, but she didn't.
I got chased with them
You got chased with them, but you never got hit with them.
because you couldn't catch me.
Yeah, I could catch you. I could still catch you.
But did you guys hear her say that the spoons she used to chase us with were a lot bigger?
They were longer.
And she honestly has broken
Barbara,
many
you know what the spoons look like?
She has broken many a spoon over my sister. That's funny. Valerie just joined. She knows the wooden spoon.
Oh, absolutely. Is Joe on there?
No, I haven't seen Joe. Karen, the nail salons actually are open, of course, by appointment only. But they are, and our nail salon is right down the street from us, and we have a great relationship. So he texted us the minute they were going to be open and to get us appointments right away. So I was able to get in there, get my pedicure. Lisa's actually there right now getting a pedicure. And then Mom got her pedicure the same day I did. So.
Okay. We're going to pour it over the mixture.
All right, so let me get closer to what's going on here.
Okay, let me put it right here so you can see it. As you can see, the cheese started to melt already with the heat from the meat. Now I'm going to try to get it everywhere, but
You can really see the lumps. But they will all bake in. That's good. It does good coverage. I think it's going over. All right, so you guys can see how it really is to the brim, but we did use more meat, so that's taking up a little bit more space. I think now we know why it might call for a smaller amount of meat, but ultimately when it bakes, it'll all bake out.
it'll be fine.
Do you want me to open the stove? Oh, you have to put the bacon on, right?
Yes, I just wanted to settle in here a little bit and get away from the edges.
Should you use a fork to kind of make holes for it, or it doesn't call for that?
No.
No. Okay.
This is going to form a crust around here. Okay, I'm going to take the bacon that I cooked up and just put it on the top, because again, oh, dropped a piece.
Yum.
Because again, in the picture, it looked like there was bacon. So